Assalamu alaikum class. My name is Aliza Slamat, roll number 2. Today my presentation topic is chromatography. Chromatography basically is an analytical technique that is widely used for relative separations, isolations, and identification of closely related chemical components of a complex mixture such as organic substance. The next is classification of chromatography. There are 4 types of chromatography. The first is absorption chromatography, the second is partition chromatography, third is ion exchange chromatography, and the fourth type of chromatography is size exclusion chromatography. First type of chromatography is absorption chromatography. Chromatography in which the stationary phase is the solid is classified as absorption chromatography. The example of absorption chromatography is thin layer chromatography. And the second type of chromatography is partition chromatography. Partition chromatography, the chromatography in which the stationary phase is a liquid, is classified as partition chromatography. The example of partition chromatography is paper chromatography. And we define the detail of paper chromatography. Firstly, the paper chromatography, it is a technique of partition chromatography. Basically, it is used for isolations, identifications, and ongoing quantitative determination of all low molecular mass, organic and many inorganic compound. The next is types of paper chromatography. Basically, there are 2 types of paper chromatography. The first one is paper partition chromatography. The second is absorption paper chromatography. First, we define the paper partition chromatography. The partition chromatography. The chromatographic filter paper act as an inner solvent. In this case, the one of the solvent act as a stationary phase and the other solvent act as mobile phase. And the substance in a mixture move in two non-mixing solvent and the partition between them. The second type of partition paper chromatography is absorption paper chromatography. In this case, the filter paper is impregnated with adsorbent such as alumina and silica, and a single solvent is allowed to flow over the unknown components. The next is applications of paper chromatography. Basically, the paper chromatography is used to study the process of fermentations and ripening.